This is my creation for the 1988 summer movie, The Great Outdoors, starring Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. And it has a young Annette Bening as Aykroyd's wife in the film. John Candy plays a regular guy with his wife and family, and they're going up to the cabin for vacation, and Aykroyd plays the snooty stockbroker with his wife and their two twins that crashes their vacation. As one of my favorite parts of the movie were the raccoons, I decided to do a reverse glass art picture that I painted, and I created a frame for it as well. This challenge is hosted by the creative and talented Sue at Discovering the Art of Living. I'll put her link in the description below. For my craft, I'm going to draw on the back of the glass of the photo and put a raccoon picture underneath. This is from a Dollar Tree coloring book, and I'm going to attempt to trace it out and then color it in. This is a craft I had seen on Kelly Barlow Creates, and she had learned the technique from her daughter Kayla Bame. First thing I did was to remove the coloring page from the coloring book, and I'm going to take apart the frame so that the coloring page is under the glass. I will link those in the description below for the originals, for the tutorials. On this one, if I had it to do over again, I would have taped the glass down, but I didn't on this. But I went ahead and sketched around it in black with a Porcelaine black marker. I believe I got that from Hobby Lobby several years ago. And I'm going to let it dry completely, and then I'm going to color it in. I did extend the tree over to the side because I'm not going to include that little wood border down here or all the way around. This scene from the movie is going to be my inspiration. This is what it looks like dry, and I have removed the coloring page from underneath. I'm going to be painting it, trying to work with the inspiration piece that I have. I'm going to be using acrylic paint. And keep in mind that this is the reverse side, so as you add things, whatever is on the bottom will be on the top when you flip it over. As the acrylic paint pen is giving me kind of a patchy look, I'm going to use regular acrylic paint and a brush. I'm using one color at a time. I started with the black. I didn't think that the rings on the tail would be as large as they were in the coloring book, so I chopped them down to be about half the size, and with the black, and then the rest I will fill in with gray or silver or a combination of both. As the only gray paint I have is a chalk paint from Waverly, and I believe it's in the color Elephant. I mixed that and the Apple Barrel black together here to make a darker gray for some of the shading, and then over to the left is the Waverly paint. For the darker gray paint, as I wanted it to look more like fur, I kind of went in with more of a stippling effect where I'm just dabbing this on to look more like fur, and this is with the darker. And then I'll go over it with the lighter. I did use a white paint pen to go around the eyes and some of the ears, and I just dotted it all around. I also dotted all around his body to try to make it look more like fur. This is after I added the lighter gray Waverly paint, and I also used a pink paint pen for the tongue. I'm using Folk Art Nutmeg Brown, and I did mix it in with some of the Waverly Elephant Chalk paint, and I'm going to use those two brownish colors for the tree. This is how it looks on the back after I've got it painted. I'm going to let it dry, and I won't know exactly what it looks like on the front until it is completely dry. I decided to bring some of the same colors into the frame, so I'm probably going to put those together in some combination and put them all around the edge of the frame. This is what the raccoon looked like when I flipped it over on the front. For the background, I decided on some night sky scrapbook paper, and I'm going to use an Xacto knife to cut it out. And this is what it looks like cut out. Now I'm going to put it in the frame. And this is what it looks like in the frame. Now I could stop here, but I think it needs a little something more. I realized after I got this into the frame that the tree did not continue to the right edge side, and it looked kind of funny. So now I'm going back and going to do that. Because the raccoon is going on a black background, I also decided to add some gold paint around the branch and some silver paint all around the raccoon so he'll stand out more. As I think my frame needs some accessories, I took the back of a Diet Coke box and a glue stick, some white paper, and I'm going to glue down the white paper and make some little signs and accessories. These are the little handmade accessories I decided to make for my photo frame. Unfortunately, these are the best ones of the many versions I tried, as I don't have a printer that works. So we have the 96er when John Candy's character downs an entire 96-pound steak. There's the I've Been to Duluth that the proprietor of the Loon's Nest is wearing when he takes them to the cabin. There's the Loon's Nest, which is the name of the cabin that they're staying in. And here is the saying from what the raccoons are saying: they're not the cleanest species on the face of this earth, you know, meaning humans. With the updates on the raccoon, this is what it looks like with adding that branch on the left-hand side over here, and also outlining the raccoon with silver so he sticks out more, and outlining the branches in gold so they'll show up better on this black background. This is the frame with the little sayings and the like, my accessories as I call them, glued onto the picture frame. I'm holding it down with things in the area, and it is attached with the Gorilla Glue. And this is my finished creation for the Summer Movie Challenge for the Great Outdoors. I hope you enjoyed it, and please be sure to check out the other participants. Have a great day.